Hello, this is Michael Eilers from Fearful Symmetry Designs. I wanted to give you guys an update on the progress of my first solo game project. Obviously, everything here is still placeholder art. None of this art is final, and in fact, I'm making this hopefully to help some people on my art team visualize the game better and get a better understanding of what they need to create for the game. As I've mentioned in some of the posts, this is a game about matching sets of tiles in groups of 4 or more. Not a particularly original concept, but I think I've got an interesting twist on that. And I'll be revealing more about that as my progress goes along. I wanted to give you guys a glimpse of my progress right now. I'm basically working on back-end structural stuff in order to really get the architecture of the game in place before I start refining, less important things like scoring and GUI and et cetera, et cetera. What I've got now is a grid of tiles that draws. And the crucial thing about this game is an algorithm in the background that would allow me to detect matches of colors that are orthogonal to one another, so 90 degrees, facing sides, not any diagonals, and detect those matching tiles in order to find out whether the players actually created a chain that I can then start to track and score eventually. Right now I have it wired up to detect 3 or more, because this is the initial grid that you get when you first start the game. And I don't want you to, out of the gate, have matched tiles. So when I do my initial shuffle, we all know that obviously software creates incredibly poor, lousy random number generators. And so no matter how much I shuffle these tiles, I'm still going to get some matches, like these 3 here. And so I want to avoid these. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a second pass. So my first shuffle, this is the product of it. And then you can see I've got an animation here that identifies the fact that I've created these chains, and which will be similar to the final animation in the game when that's actually happening. But right now, my first shuffle, I'm detecting these chains, and so I just wanted to demonstrate that my matching algorithm, which is looking for 4 more tiles, actually in this case 3 more tiles, is up and running perfectly. I can't actually move the tiles yet. That's going to wait till a little bit later. I've had a really interesting struggle. And I do mean struggle with Unity physics, and I've decided to write all my collision and everything else from scratch, because the way that Unity is doing it, the way that Othello is doing it, neither one of those is compatible with sort of the cleanness and the crispness that I need to create. Other than that, really, you can see I've got my 36 tiles, well, 35 minus 1, and then I've got my matching algorithm up and running, and my horrible designer placeholder art, which hopefully will be replaced soon. Other than that, if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them. I'm very interested to hear feedback. I do have a version of this game up and running on an iPad. It builds flawlessly, and it runs very well. So Unity's cross-platform. Ooh, look at this one! Got some pretty wicked matches here. Unity's cross-platform capabilities are not fiction; it's real. Anyway, talk to you guys soon.